Hello?
Miss Lestico, guess what time it is?
What time?
It's time for math!
Yay!
Hey, first grade, welcome to math.
That's right. What are we learning about today,
Oh
Miss
my
Lauren?
goodness, Miss Lestico, we're doing a new unit today, but it's not really brand new because we did this at the very beginning of school.
Oh my goodness, that's right. Now, you might have been a virtual student then, and we got to do this online, and now we might get to practice online and in person.
That's right. Our target says I can use data to create a bar graph. I
Wow.
remember we took surveys to collect data. That's information I can get from something, and we made a graph.
That's right. And we learned about a bunch of different types of graphs, like bar graphs, picture graphs.
Ooh, tally charts. Oh, a whole bunch of stuff.
But I can tell from our target that we're going to be focusing on bar graphs and what that means and what that looks like and how to put our data into a bar graph.
That's right. And this time we're going to focus way more on how to use that data to help solve some questions. But before we get started, Miss Lestico, I have some friends that want to remind us a little bit about bar graphs.
Oh, I bet Annie and Moby are experts on bar graphs and can help us a lot.
Let's get started.
Where should we go on our next class trip? The zoo, the firehouse, or the apple orchard? I'm taking a survey and making a tally chart. What are surveys and tally charts? A survey is a list of questions used to collect information or opinions. Let's see. There are 3 dinosaurs here. Let's take a survey to find out which one our classmates like best. We can use a tally chart to record data or information. Let's see, Moby likes the Stegosaurus the best. You can draw 1 tally mark to stand for 1 vote. 5 kids like the Triceratops. So I'll draw 5 tally marks in that row. 1, 2, 3, 4. The 5th mark is drawn across the other 4. Well, when you group the tally marks by 5s, you can count by 5s. 5, 10, 15, 20. Sets of 5s are easier to count. 7 kids like the T-Rex. So after I draw 5 tally marks, I can add 2 more to make 7. Oh, right. I forgot to vote. My favorite dinosaur is the Triceratops. I'll add a tally mark to that row. It's really easy to add to tally charts. Now I can count the votes and use the tally chart to make a bar graph. What is a bar graph? A bar graph is a way to organize and show data. You can write the categories on the bottom. The 3 dinosaurs are the categories. Then you can write the numbers on the side. The numbers in our bar graph show how many people voted for each dinosaur. Let's see. 1 student liked the Stegosaurus the best, so I fill in 1 square. 6 people voted for the Triceratops, so I color in 6 squares. 7 people said the T-Rex was their favorite dinosaur. You can also put the categories on the left and the numbers on the bottom. You can display the same information in a different way so you can understand it better. How can you use bar graphs to understand information? Bar graphs help you answer questions. Which dinosaur did people in our class like the best? Right, the T-Rex is the most popular. Which dinosaur did people like the least? Tyrannosaurus got 5 fewer votes than the Triceratops. You can even use the bar graph to figure out the total number of students who voted. Just add the votes from each category. 14 kids voted in all. I'm almost done with the survey on where to go for our next class trip. So far, the zoo is the most popular. It has 16 votes. But I don't have your vote yet, Moby. Where do you want to go? The moon? I don't think the bus will get us there.
Wow, Miss Lime, what did your brain do?
It popped.
That was
That
so
was-
helpful.
It was. I remember watching that at the beginning of the year, and now that we've learned more about graphing, it kind of makes a little more sense.
That's right. I recognize those words like bar graph and data, and when they took a survey of their class,
and they were doing tally marks and all of that stuff. Well, Miss Lustigo, I took a survey of a bunch of first grade students.
Wow, what was your survey question?
Well, I asked them, what is your favorite lunch food? And I gave them 3 choices because I remember when I'm using data and taking a survey, it's important to give choices.
That's true.
And I gave them the choices, hot dog, pizza, or chicken nuggets. And here's the data that I gathered.
Oh, well, I can tell from our data that 2 people chose hot dog as their favorite lunch food. 11 people chose pizza as their favorite, and 8 people chose chicken nuggets.
That's right. But, it's kind of hard to really see that when it's just written like that. Could we take my data and turn it into a bar graph?
Oh, yeah, I bet we could. A bar graph will really help me see which one has the most and the least. Well, how do we do that?
Well, there's a big line at the top, and I remember. Every graph needs a title. That way I know what the data is about. Okay, my question was, what is your favorite lunch food?
Oh, so I'm going to write the whole... Oh,
that's really long, Miss Leslie. I don't know. Wait, what if I just said favorite lunch food?
Oh, that's good. We have to keep favorite in there because we know we didn't just ask them, what did you eat for lunch?
Right.
We want to know we asked them their favorite.
That's right. And if I just wrote like lunch food, I might think, oh, what did you have for lunch? What do you never want to eat for lunch? So we're going to just take that part from my question and say favorite lunch food. So when I look at my graph, I know, oh, this data is about their favorite lunch food. What are these lines at the bottom?
Oh, I remember our bar graphs have to have labels. They can be down here at the bottom, or they can be on the sides to represent the data for each of our different types of lunch food we ask people about.
That's right. I gave them 3 choices. So those are going to be my 3 labels. The first choice I gave them was a hot dog. So we're going to label that one or make that our first category. So I know when I look at that column, that's my hot dog data. Then I have pizza, and then I have chicken nuggets. Those were the 3 choices that I gave when I was taking my survey. So those are going to be my categories. Hot dog, pizza, and chicken nuggets.
Well,
Okay.
now we have to fill in our data. So hot dog had 2 votes.
Okay, so can I just color any 2 boxes?
Oh, no, I remember that in order for a bar graph to show the correct amount, it all has to start in the same place, the bottom of our bar graph.
Okay, here, let me try.
Okay. So we're going to color in, well, that doesn't show me very well how many people voted for it.
Oh.
That doesn't really help me a whole lot either, Miss Lime. I'm not sure if it's in the middle. I'm not sure if you meant to color both of those boxes.
Oh, okay, let me try one more time, Miss Lustigo. How's that?
Oh, that looks a lot better. I can clearly see that these 2 boxes are filled in because we had 2 votes for hot dog.
Oh, okay. Well, can you show me how we would fill in pizza then?
Okay, so pizza. I know that I need 11 boxes filled in. Sometimes I find 11 and I start at 11 just so that I don't go too high and get lost of where I'm trying to go. So I'm going to fill in 11, then I'm going to start at the bottom and fill in all the way up to 11.
And Miss Lustico is using the same color for the entire column. I used red when I was marking the hot dogs, and I used red the entire time. Now Miss Lustico is doing orange for pizza, and she's going to do orange the whole time. It doesn't matter what color you choose when you're filling in your bar graph, but your bars need to be the same color all the way from bottom to top. Now we're doing different colors for each of our bars because that's going to make it that much easier for our eyes to see the difference in all of the categories. Okay, let's check back in with Miss Lustico.
Well, look at that. I have all of my bars filled in all the way up to 11 because that's how many people voted for pizza.
Wow, and it really is easy to see how many there are because they're colored in all the way, and we used 2 different colors.
That's right.
Let me see if I can fill in the chicken nugget column, Miss Lustico.
All
Let's
right.
see. 8 people voted for chicken nuggets. I'm going to use her strategy. Here's my 8, and here's chicken nuggets. I'm going to color it in.
And remember, you're not going to start at 8 and color up. It's just giving you the mark of where the top of your column should be, or the top of your bars that you're coloring in should be. And I can clearly see from a bar graph how much has the most or the least because you can see the bars colored in. So you can see how much taller one part of the graph is from another graph. And it's a really clear way to represent our data.
Wow, Miss Lustico, it was kind of easy when I took my time and slowed down to use this same data to make a bar graph. I put a title at the top, I put my labels, and then I made sure to color those boxes in all the way.
That's right. And, well, that really helps me see our data that we collected of what people's favorite lunch foods were. It's your turn.
On Seesaw, you are going to have to use data that we gave you to create a bar graph. Make sure you put a title on your graph and labels. Then take your time coloring in the bars, just like Miss Lustico and I did.
That's right. Make sure you use different colors for each of your different types of data and use that same color for the whole time.
That's right. And when you're done,
Don't forget to hit that green check mark. Good luck!